Welcome back to First Step to Love, a clean, no-spice, cozy romance novella with rom-com humor by Lani Evans. Don't forget to subscribe and give this chapter a thumbs up if you're enjoying the story. Your support helps me bring you more green flag romance with humor and heart. Now, let's head back to Asheville, North Carolina, and pick up where we left off with Lila and Desmond. Chapter 8. Lila. The early morning light streams through the windows of Honey Ridge, casting golden squares on the wooden floors. I'm seated at my usual table, the one by the window where this whole adventure began, but everything else feels different. My laptop is open to my blog's admin panel, the cursor blinking expectantly as Desmond sits across from me, already on his second cup of coffee.
10 things I learned from dating a hopeless hiker.
He suggests, grinning over his mug.
Number 1. Always check for frying pans before leaving the parking lot.
We're not calling it that. I laugh, though I've already started typing. And we weren't dating when you brought the frying pan.
Technically true, but you have to admit my complete incompetence was charming enough to win you over eventually.
I kick him gently under the table. Your enthusiasm was charming. The incompetence was concerning. The cafe is quiet this early, just the gentle buzz of the espresso machine and Sarah humming softly as she preps for the morning rush. It feels right somehow to be writing this here. Full circle and all that.
What about finding your trail?
Desmond suggests more seriously this time.
It's about more than just hiking, right?
I pause, my fingers hovering over the keyboard. He's right. It is about more than hiking. It's about taking that first step, finding yourself in unexpected places, and learning to trust your own path, even if that path occasionally involves rescuing your boyfriend from poison ivy. Perfect, I whisper and begin to write. 3 months ago, I was a barista who took photos of other people's adventures through coffee shop windows. Today, I'm still a barista, but I'm also a hiker, a photographer, and apparently the kind of person who knows how to properly treat poison ivy rash. Sorry again, Desmond. This isn't a story about becoming an expert overnight. It's about beginning, about having the courage to be bad at something new, and about finding joy in the journey rather than the destination.
You're doing that thing again.
Desmond interrupts my writing. What thing?
That smile. The one you get when you're really proud of something but trying not to show it.
I touch my lips self-consciously. I don't have a specific smile for that.
Oh, you absolutely do. It's like your photography smile but softer, more secret.
He leans forward, lowering his voice conspiratorially.
I like it.
Before I can respond, the bell above the door chimes. A woman walks in, Hannah, one of our regulars, looking more subdued than usual. She heads straight for the counter without her usual cheerful greeting.
Tea today?
Sarah asks, concern evident in her voice. Hannah nods, clutching her phone like a lifeline.
Just need something calming.
I make a mental note to check on her later, but right now my screen demands my attention. Desmond leans over my shoulder to read, his chin practically resting on my shoulder.
You're going to mention the failed summit attempt, right?
He asks.
Because that thunderstorm kiss was definitely blog-worthy.
I'm getting there, I assure him, although I've already written that part in my head a dozen times. I'm pretty sure I could write a whole segment on the importance of checking the correct day on the weather app, though I might leave out the part where you shrieked when lightning struck.
I did not shriek. I expressed manly concern for our safety.
Right, very manly. In retaliation, he steals my scone. But I'm too focused on writing to protest. The words flow easier now as memories from the past 3 months spill onto the page. The first tentative steps on beginner trails, the gradual buildup of confidence, the way Desmond's enthusiasm made even our mistakes feel like victories. Sometimes the best views aren't from the summit. Sometimes they're found in morning mist on local trails, in shared laughter over wrong turns, in the quiet moments between adventures when you realize you're exactly where you're meant to be.
You're making me sound way more competent than I was.
Desmond comments, reading the latest paragraph.
What about the time I tried to use my phone's compass and walked us in a complete circle?
I'm focusing on the positive, I reply, but I add a line about learning to trust actual maps over technology. Besides, you've improved. You haven't misidentified a poisonous plant in at least 2 weeks.
Personal record.
He says proudly, then frowns at his phone.
Though I should probably get that weird rash on my ankle checked out.
Desmond!
Kidding, mostly.
He shows me his ankle.
See? Just a sock burn. I'm learning.
Sarah drops off fresh coffee and more scones, giving us her patented "you two are ridiculous" look. Behind her, Hannah sits in her usual corner booth, staring into her tea like it might hold answers. I'll ask Sarah to box up some of those chocolate croissants Hannah loves before she leaves. Returning to my screen, I continue writing, trying to capture the feeling of those first few hikes, the nervous excitement, the constant fear of looking foolish, and the way Desmond's complete lack of self-consciousness made it easier to laugh at our mistakes.
Oh,
Desmond perks up.
don't forget to mention the wildlife encounters.
You mean when you mistook that garden statue for a bear?
No, the other... Okay, yes, that one.
He grins sheepishly.
But in my defense, it was very realistic, and who keeps a bear statue on a hiking trail anyway?
It was someone's backyard, Desmond. We'd accidentally wandered off the trail.
Details.
He waves dismissively.
The point is, we survived many dangerous encounters with local wildlife.
We saw 2 squirrels and a very friendly golden retriever.
Exactly. Wilderness experts.
I shake my head, but add a paragraph about learning to respect nature, carefully omitting any mention of the garden statue incident. Some stories are better left for our private laughs. The morning crowd starts trickling in as I work on the conclusion. Desmond takes a work call, speaking in what I've dubbed his tech voice, while simultaneously trying to balance a spoon on his nose. How he maintains any professional credibility is beyond me. The truth is, I type, sometimes the best adventures aren't the ones we plan. Sometimes they're found in wrong turns and rain-soaked kisses, in learning to trust ourselves and others, in being brave enough to say yes to unexpected invitations.
Speaking of unexpected invitations,
Desmond says after ending his call,
Jake mentioned there's this really challenging trail next weekend.
the last time you said challenging trail, we ended up in a thunderstorm.
But what a great story it made.
He leans forward, eyes twinkling.
Come on, where's your sense of adventure?
Currently hiding behind my sense of self-preservation.
I'll bring extra M&Ms.
You already do that.
Double extra M&Ms?
I try to maintain a stern expression, but fail miserably. You're impossible.
That's not a no.
He points out, reaching across the table to tuck a stray strand of hair behind my ear. The gesture feels so casual, so natural now that it makes my heart flutter. Fine, I concede. But this time, we're checking the correct day's weather forecast, on multiple sources.
Deal.
His smile softens.
You know, for someone who was scared to start hiking, you've become quite the adventurer.
I had good motivation, I admit, glancing at my nearly finished blog post. And better company.
Even when that company insisted on bringing cooking equipment on every trail?
Especially then. I turn my laptop so he can see the final paragraphs. Want to do the honors? He reads the conclusion silently, his smile growing as he reaches the last line. He looks up at me with that expression that still makes my stomach do flip-flops.
It's perfect, just like its author.
Smooth talker.
I try.
He reaches for my hand across the table.
Ready to share it with the world?
I look around the cafe where it all started. Sarah manning the espresso machine, Hannah lost in thought in her corner, and the morning light painting everything gold. Then I look back at Desmond, who's somehow managed to spill coffee on his shirt already, despite it being barely 9 a.m. Ready, I say, and click publish. Desmond squeezes my hand.
So about that trail next weekend.
Let me guess, you've already packed the frying pan.
Please.
He scoffs.
I'm way more advanced now.
He pauses dramatically.
I packed a whole camp kitchen.
As I laugh and kick him under the table again, I realize something else. Sometimes the best stories aren't about reaching the summit or capturing the perfect photo. They're about finding someone who makes every trail feel like an adventure, even when you're just sitting in a coffee shop planning the next one.
You're thinking sappy thoughts.
Desmond accuses, somehow reading my expression. Never. I smirk and wink, but I open the trail map he already has pulled up on his phone. Now, tell me about this challenging trail, and please tell me it doesn't involve any bear statues.
No promises.
He grins.
But I did remember to buy bear spray this time.
Progress, I say dryly, but I'm already imagining the photos, the stories, and the adventures ahead. Real progress.